So, in this video, I'm going to do a first impression of Octavia Morgan's latest new release, Vanillin Supreme. I have been looking forward to this release. I've had a travel size sitting on my shelf since it dropped on Ulta, and I believe this was also an early access situation on the Ulta app. And I have been just dying to smell this fragrance. So, really quickly, the only Octavia Morgan fragrance that I have in my collection at present is Dark Rose. This is a fragrance I talked about in my video of all of my favorite rose fragrances, my top 10, I believe it was. And I have a travel size of that right here. Now, this is a very bold, dark, sexy, bold, not a safe blind buy rose fragrance. I still have not really worn this out yet. You can see where the dent is, which is pretty significant, but this is just from like spraying here or doing my impression of it when I first got it. This for me, special occasion rose fragrance right here. And it's got some very specific spicy, dark, bold notes in this fragrance. I think there's pink pepper in this. I know there's labdanum, patchouli. The cumin in the middle really stands out for me. There's black rose, obviously. And I was just revisiting it last night, spraying it on my skin. Child, the boldness of this fragrance, it's a lot. It's not a fragrance for everybody, but I am so in love with it. I'm so in love with this fragrance. After about half an hour, when it dries down, for me, it just gets better. I have loved having this in my collection. I think that the juice has gotten a little darker since I picked this up, but I just want to quickly talk about this before we move ahead to my first impressions of Octavia Morgan's latest drop. All right, so baby, this is what we came for. This is Vanillin Supreme. This one is a really interesting fragrance note breakdown. This has notes of vanilla, rose, rum, cocoa, and sandalwood. So there's no top, middle, base listed here. It's just these, four, five notes. Rum, rose, cocoa. I'm really excited for that combination. Obviously, the vanilla. Sandalwood is a note that we're used to getting in fragrances, particularly in the base, but that rum, rose, cocoa is something that I'm really, really excited to put my nose on. So let's do it. So, in case you didn't know, Octavia Morgan is a Black owned, woman owned fragrance brand. It's only been established for about a year or so, and I was really impressed with the weightiness and the complexity of dark rose for a fragrance brand that's been out for such a short time. I just feel like what I'm saying is that I'm just incredibly impressed with what I've smelled from this brand so far. I have put my nose on Casablanca as well when I was in Ulta. Also, like that fragrance, it has some similarities with Dark Rose. This one, obviously, Vanilla and Supreme. I'm a vanilla gourmand girly, and so it's just definitely something that I was not going to miss out on trying. So let's do it. This is nice. I wish it projected a little bit more on paper. What I get immediately is that rum, cocoa, and rose, which are just yummy and addictive. Ooh, sexy. Oh, this is nice. Now, I'm trying to think in my head about fragrances that I have with rum, cocoa, vanilla-ish situations in them, and I can only think of NDA by Jackie Aina, which is an entirely different fragrance from this. That one has tonka, rum, and tobacco, I believe. This is so good. It has a leatheriness to it as well. I just wish it projected more on the paper. Maybe it's because I'm smelling dark rose first and then smelling this because dark rose is girl. This one is a little bit more moderate, but not disappearing. I want more of it, but it is so good. Woody, warm, sweet, boozy, sexy, vanilla. And I cannot wait to just spray this down on my skin right now. Ooh, I love the smooth, leathery dry down in this. Even though there's no leatheriness in the notes, it is sexy as hell. Yeah, I haven't heard anybody talking about this. Oh, yeah, I like this. And I think that this is definitely a good unisex fragrance. I could see a man or a woman wearing this. Let's spray it on skin. I can't even believe I've waited this long. Ooh, ooh. On my skin. On my skin. This is amazing. Soft, warm, powdery. I don't know where I'm getting slight spiciness from. Something in this on my skin is very different from on the paper in the best way. See, now this one is one that I'm going to be wearing immediately. I think that it would be better suited for the colder months, but it is so addictive. It is so sexy. It has these leathery facets, like smooth, dark, leathery facets in the dry down. So it has a smoothness, it has a slight creaminess, maybe from the sandalwood. It has a powderiness of warmth, depth, sexiness. Let me just give myself a full spray down of this right now. Excuse me. Something off the top, something off the top in the opening that's slightly sort of like citrusy, just a hint, just a sort of citric like little bite, even though there's no citrus listed in the notes. I absolutely love it. I love it as the opening to this. Girl, where's the notes at? I wonder, I don't know, because it's vanilla, rose, rum, cocoa, sandalwood, even though there's no scent pyramid, my mind, like many of our minds as fragrance lovers, trained to read it like top, middle, base notes. So I'm definitely getting everything listed here in the most sumptuous, dark, sexy way. But that hint of something at the top, oh man, this is some sexy shit right here. That's all I can say. I don't know what else to say. I think that this is going to layer great, obviously, with other vanilla things. Um, this will layer well over your vanilla skins, with your Ariana Grandes, perhaps, with your EOS pistachio lotions, with your skin potion creme de vanille. But by girl, it don't even need layering, okay? It does not need layering. It is on its own just a powerhouse, sexy ass fragrance. As far as the longevity, obviously, this is a first impression. I don't know how long this is going to last. The dark rose lasts many hours. I will definitely report back on the longevity of this when I wear this. This almost makes me wish that we were in the cooler months, but I'm not rushing nothing. I'm enjoying the warm weather that we have while we have it. But this one is going to be a banger in the fall. I will say that the difference with this one and Dark Rose, and I mean, Dark Rose is the only fragrance that I have in my possession, so I can't compare it to anything else. On my skin, it's definitely not as projecting as that fragrance. I would say that this is moderate projecting. And again, this is first impression. I haven't sprayed it down, really doused myself in it as yet, so I don't know if it can project more with more layers. I don't know. This is just on bare skin, but girl, I love it. I love it. I get like leathery creaminess from it, which I happen to be a fan of. If you are not, you might want to pass on this one if you're curious about it. But if you like that kind of smooth, sexy, kind of leathery facets in a fragrance, definitely check out Octavia Morgan's Vanillin Supreme. And if you're a vanilla lover, definitely check it out. If this performs the way that I would like it to before I get down to the halfway point, I would definitely consider picking up a full bottle of this. These travel sizes, they ain't cheap. The travel size is $45. The full bottle is 150. I like this a lot. Got no issues with this fragrance. I will say that there are some facets of it that remind me a little bit. Okay, Creme de Cure by BDK. The way that that fragrance, if you've ever put your nose on it, it just gives this smoothness of like really putting your nose up against leather, like soft leather, soft buttery leather. That's kind of the level of the leatheriness that I get from this, which I love. Once again, not not creme de cure, not a dupe, not an inspired fragrance, but just that aspect of it reminds me a little bit of creme de cure. But I enjoy all the other parts of this as well. The rum, the cocoa in this. Maybe that's where leathery notes are coming from as well. I don't know how they do the cocoa and the sandalwood together, but oh my god, I love it. Love it. Yeah. So that is it for me. This has been my first impression of Octavia Morgan's Vanillin Supreme. Like I said, I've had it sitting here for almost a week, just staring at it, and I'm just like, oh my God, I cannot wait to smell this. And I can't believe I haven't heard more about it because it is really an amazing fragrance. Definitely worth getting your nose on if you are a vanilla girly, and particularly if you love creamy, sexy, leathery cocoa sandalwood in the dry down. So I hope that those of you who have not tried it as yet and are curious about it will give this a try and let me know what your thoughts are. As always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't as yet and you enjoy content like this. And don't forget to click on the thumbs up button down below if you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in my next one soon. Bye.